Hey everyone, welcome to Amy Ulmer Yoga. So today we are going to focus on something called Uddiyana Bandha, which means flying up. And it's this action of drawing your belly in and up, and it gives you this lightness and lift to your practice. So it's good for jumping forward and back, inversions, arm balances, which we'll play with some of those today. So let's get started in a comfortable seated position, sitting up nice and tall. You can keep a soft gaze or close the eyes. Just roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Just start to notice your breath. Beginning to slow down the breath. Just releasing any thoughts no longer serving you. And you're welcome to set an intention if you'd like. And then when you're ready, gently blink your eyes open if they're closed and make your way onto the all fours. So we'll bring the wrists under shoulders, the knees under hips, and as you inhale, drop the belly, draw the heart through the arms. And then as you exhale, press the mat away, round into your upper back. Tuck the chin and tail. Going with your own breath, inhaling, arching the back. And as you exhale, round, and notice at the bottom of the exhale, abdominals naturally contract. Draw it in and up. And then inhale to release and arch. And just do that a couple more times with your own breath. And start to find a neutral position with the spine. Walk your hands a little forward of your shoulders. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back. Can pedal out the feet, bending one knee, straightening the other leg, and just going back and forth. Spread your fingers wide, firm your forearms in. Strong reach through the arms. And then find stillness. Spread your shoulder blades and wrap them around. And then just play with drawing the belly in and up on the exhale. Uddiyana Bandha. Just take a moment to feel that action on each exhale of lightly drawing the belly in and up. It's not a real intense clenching of the abs. And then release and gaze forward and slowly step feet to hands, coming into a forward fold at the top of the mat. You can bend your knees if you need to. Take hold of opposite elbows. Let the head hang heavy. You can sway a little side to side. Nod the head yes. Shake the head no. Just releasing any tension in the neck. And then release lift the arms, slowly ragdoll your way up to stand, roll the shoulders up, back, and down as you get there. And then come to the middle of the mat, feet hips distance, and we'll do a breathing exercise to demonstrate Uddiyana Bandha. So bend into, or actually stand, inhale, and when you're ready, exhale it all out. Bend into your knees, hands to your thighs. Bottom of the exhale, draw the belly in and up. Hold the breath out as long as it's not anxiety provoking for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then inhale and slowly come to stand. And take a few just cleansing breaths in and out. And if it's anxiety provoking to hold the breath out, just don't do it. So take an inhale. And as you exhale, bend into your knees, hands slide down the thighs. Bottom of the exhale, draw the belly in and up. Hold the breath out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhale, slowly come to stand. Take a normal cleansing breath in and out. And then we'll do that one more time. So inhale. When you're ready, exhale. Bend the knees. Bottom of the exhale, draw the belly in and up. Hold the breath out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Come to stand. Close the eyes. Cleansing breath in and out. Just notice. Good. Then gently blink the eyes open. Make your way to the top of the mat. And we'll just do 2 sun salutations. Sun salutation A. Inhale. Reach the arms up. And as you exhale, hinge from the hips and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back with the left foot, follow right. Come into plank, knees can be up or down. Press the mat away. Lengthen from the crown of the head, out through your heels, straight as a stick. And then lower your knees, thighs, pelvis, belly, chest. Inhale, lift your chest and draw the heart through the arms, cobra. Exhale, slowly lower. Tuck the toes, lift up and back, down dog. Take a full cycle of breath here. And then gaze forward and step feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press through the feet, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back with the right foot, follow left, come into plank. Hold plank a moment. Try walking the balls of your feet back so that they're under your heels. Notice how that helps you engage your core. Firm the inner thighs in. Then shift forward, lower knees, thighs, chest. Inhale, elbows hug in as you lift the chest forward and up. Exhale, lower down, press up and back, down dog. Take your time. Nice. Then bring the knees down, shift hips back to the heels. Bring your forehead down to the mat or a block coming into child's pose. Knees can be wide or touching. You can roll your forehead around on the mat if that feels good. Okay, and then inhale and come back to the all fours. And we're going to play with hopping a little bit. So bring your hands a little forward of your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide, firm your forearms in. You want to keep that. And you want to keep that spreading and kind of puffing up of your shoulder blades. And then tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back, down dog. So come into a short down dog, stepping the feet closer to your hands. And remember Uddiyana Bandha, so that action of drawing the belly in and up on the exhale. And if you want to watch a moment, we're just going to bend the knees and then play with hopping and kicking your heels to your butt and landing with in a bent knee down dog. So try that a couple times at your own pace. Come into a short down dog, bend your knees on the exhale, draw the belly in and up, and see if you can kick your heels to your butt and land as lightly as you can back in a short bent knee down dog. So gaze forward, Uddiyana Bandha. When you're ready, heels to the butt, land softly. Let's do that 2 more times, working up a little heat. Uddiyana Bandha, bottom of the exhale, that belly in and up. Try to get your hips over your shoulders. I know mine aren't coming that far, but it's just something fun to play with. And then bring your knees down and come into child's pose again. So no better way to work up a sweat than to start jumping and hopping. Okay, and then come back to tabletop and then to a short down dog. And I'm actually really bad at hopping to the top of the mat. I usually don't. But if you want to try this time hopping to the top of the mat, you can step your feet in, bend your knees. And if it's your first time doing this, just keep the hips low like I'm going to do. And if you're an experienced yogi, try to get your hips over your heels and land your feet this time at the top of the mat or near the hands. So exhale, hop, and then bring the feet to the top of the mat. Forward fold. And then press through the feet. Reach the arms out, around, and up. And exhale, hands to heart. So now if you'll just watch for a moment, we'll jump back. So we'll land in a bent-armed chaturanga. Or you can just skip the whole thing and do a regular vinyasa or be in down dog or rest in child's pose. So we'll inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, Uddiyana Bandha. Spring back, land with bent elbows. And then inhale into up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Take a moment here. And then gaze forward and slowly step or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press through the feet, reach the arms out, around, and up. And exhale, hands to heart. So we'll do that one more time. Make sure when you land in chaturanga that you're strongly drawing the belly in and up so that you're not collapsing down in your low back when you land. And that's why we want to kind of use the elbows as springs to land softly. And you're reaching the crown of your head forward as your feet go back. So reaching in those opposite directions at the same time. So inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, shoot back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Nice. Whew, take a moment here, either down dog or child's pose. When you're ready, we'll meet back in down dog if you're not there already. Bend your knees, gaze forward, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into the feet, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay. Bend the knees, sink the hips, reach the arms up by your ears, draw the belly in and up. So find that natural inward curve of your low back. You're not sticking your butt out and you're not tucking the tail. Sink a little lower. Make sure you can see your toes past your knees. And then inhale, stand in mountain hands to heart. We'll start to shift the weight into your right foot, bringing the left sole of the foot anywhere above or below the right knee. Hands to heart center. Find a spot to take your gaze. Lightly draw the belly in and up. Steady breath. Nice. And then see if you can slowly bring that left knee forward. And then swim it back to warrior three. Hands can stay at heart center or come to the mat or blocks. Roll your outer left hip down. Draw up through your standing leg. Draw the belly in and up. Uddiyana Bandha. Notice how that stabilizes you. Reach from the crown of your head out through your back foot. And then bring your hands down to the mat or blocks. Reach your left heel high, standing split. Now normally we want to roll the outer left hip down, squaring up your hips. But for a moment, just let that left hip open up. Roll it up towards the sky. And then roll it back down. And then roll it up. It feels good. And then roll it down. So we want to keep it rolled down when we're playing with coming up into handstand. So bring your left foot down, step your right foot back a little bit, not too far back. And then firmly plant your hands and reach your left foot high, bend into your right knee. See if you can take a couple of hops towards handstand. So on your exhale, Uddiyana Bandha, kick up, play with handstand, or barely come up at all like me. Do that a couple times. Firm your forearms in. Take your time. And then try not to kick and flail too much. And remember to keep that left hip rolled down. Do it one more time. Good. And then step back to down dog. And bring the knees down and rest in child's pose. Nice. Then we'll come to down dog. And then bend your knees and gaze forward. Bottom of the exhale, step or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press through the feet, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Bend the knees, sink the hips, chair pose. Draw the belly in and up. Arms alongside the ears, chest lifted. Sink the hips, bring some weight into your heels. And then inhale, stand with hands to heart center. Start to shift the weight into your left foot. Bring the right sole of the foot anywhere above or below the knee, finding tree pose. Taking your gaze to a spot that's not moving. And then drawing the belly in and up. Can always use a wall. I'm a little unsteady. Beautiful. Then bring that right knee forward. See if you can swim it back to warrior three. Hands can come down to blocks or the mat. Belly in and up. Keep a micro bend in the standing leg. Roll your outer right hip down. Lengthen the back of the neck. Lengthen from crown out of the head out through your back foot. Belly in and up. Hands come down. Reach that right heel high. Standing split or standing 90-degree angle pose. And then roll your right hip open. Oh, that feels good. And then roll it down, squaring up the hips to the mat, which we want in handstand. And then roll it open again and let it feel good. And then roll it down, squaring shoulders up, hips up to the mat. And then bring your right foot down and step your left foot back a little bit. Firmly plant your hands, firm your forearms in. And then just play. It doesn't matter what happens. On the exhale, you draw the belly in and up, and you'll kick the right heel high and just play with handstands. So keeping the hips level. Exhale, kick up. My other side, I think, is a little better than this one. And just do that a couple times. So see if you can reach your right heel high and without really flailing like I'm kind of doing. Bend into your left knee and kick up. Do that a couple more times. Uddiyana Bandha. Firm your forearms in. Let yourself get a little sweaty. And then when you're ready, just down dog and then child's pose. Big toes touch, hips towards heels, forehead to the mat. And we're pretty much done. So gently come up and we'll come on to your back. So just roll down onto your back, hug the knees into the chest, rock a little side to side. Soles of the feet to the mat, hips distance apart, shins vertical, arms alongside the body, palms down. Broaden the chest, Lift your hips up. You can stay here, interlace fingers underneath you, roll from shoulder to shoulder. If you want wheel, you're welcome to come into full wheel if it's in your practice. Let's take a couple of Ujjayi breaths. When you're ready, lower down. Hug the knees into the chest. Be careful if you did wheel. If you did wheel, just put your hands on your knees and let the knees drag away from you. And you can do this whether you did bridge or wheel, actually. And then if it's not too much right after wheel, happy baby. So you can either bring your hands behind your thighs or your hands to your shins, or maybe you're reaching for outer edges of the feet and drawing your knees in towards your armpits. Good. Then release soles of the feet to the mat. Arms out to a T or cactus. Shift hips off to the right. Draw your knees in and over to the left. Gazing over the right shoulder. Left hand can come to top of right thigh if that feels good. Your next inhale, gently come back to center. Soles of feet plant, shift hips off to the left. Draw the knees in and over to the right. Gazing over the left shoulder. Right hand can come to the top of the thigh, kind of arch into the twist. Relax your shoulders. Soften the jaw. Release tension where it may be lingering. With your next inhale, gently come back to center. And extend the legs, let the arms flop out with the palms up. Shavasana. Everything heavy and relaxed. Knowing that you have the rest of your yoga journey to explore. Uddiyana Bandha, handstands, hopping forward and back, all of these things. Gratitude for your body and all it does for you each day, the amazing things it's capable of. And stay here as long as serves you. Namaste.